Yo, this is still a hardcore or not? Okay. I wasn't sure.
Got enemy inbound. Lock and load. Enemy UAV overhead.
Derek, can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, Derek. Oh wow, I'm 0-3, Derek. I haven't played this in a while. I had to reinstall this game.
Modern Warfare, wow.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Enemy UAV overhead.
And when did I buy this game? I bought this game 2 years ago?
I don't know.
Yes, I did. And it still looks good today. 0-4, man. I'm not very spontaneous. Look at this. I'm not. Maybe that's why my cognitive decline has gone down with this game too, sweetie.
Enemy cruise missile.
Remember how I always say that I'm not as sharp as I used to be? Well, I mean, I could show you what my KD ratios were for all the older games that I played on PS3 and PS4, and now it's different. It's like I'm not fast anymore.
Because you don't keep it up. And you can't expect to, like, maybe once every 6 months pick up the controller and be able to do well.
Yeah, but I still react slow.
If you did it, it's something you gradually build it.
I'm 0-5.
You're not listening.
I am. It's gradually, I agree with you. Practice makes perfect. Damn, man. It's scary. What's going on in my head? How do you prove that to a doctor that you're having cognitive decline? I mean, you just don't take an X-ray and you see, oh yeah, here it is right here. You know what I mean? I mean, how do you show that to the doctor? Does he run tests?
It's not like a lie
As
detector
you don't
test.
play consecutively
They have
every day
to
playing Call of
assess
Duty.
you.
How do they do that? Do they have to take
I don't know. We would get
these tests, like verbal tests you got to take or
They
something?
would refer us. You would be taking a lot of the same tests your mom took.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Wow, I don't have a fucking kill in this game yet, dude. Damn. I'm just getting my ass beat.
Missile incoming. Enemies halfway.
Wow. When it gets bad, Derek, it gets really bad. I get killed by the cruise missile. There's 5 guys in my team, and I'm the one that gets killed by the cruise missile. 1 in 5 chance.
Are my comments working?
Yes, they are. I'm going to start camping now because I cannot react quick enough.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I just don't react that. I go around.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, he can hear us. I got the microphone built into this controller. That's one of the nice things about this controller. You don't have to plug anything into it. It has the mic built in. But the only thing is the battery on this thing. It's bad. It goes dead fast.
Yeah.
When I Googled, you can use the.
Consecutively every day, that's why.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
I can still feel it though. I still feel it in my head. I don't have the same response time, Derek. I agree with you that there is an element to the game where you do have to practice every day, But I could sense that I just don't have the speed like I used to. Oh, there's a kill, finally. Well, maybe I do have to practice a little more. Because these kids playing this game right now, they play every day, 10 hours a day. Because that's what I used to play. When that first Modern Warfare game came out, I was playing this every freaking day.
You're playing for fun, just remember that.
I know.
Exactly.
I know that, but what I'm saying is
Well said.
I'm sensing there's something going on in my brain where it's not a positive thing. And I'm worried that I may have something that your grandma had. I'm making mistakes and not forgetting stuff.
Well, we need to go to the doctor so they can, check into things and slow it down.
I should tell the doctor about my near misses with the bus, too.
You need to.
And they're like recent.
You need to.
I mean, I almost caused a huge accident with that one huge truck coming in. I mean, I saw the truck, but it looked like it was way far. So, and as soon as I pulled out, I pulled all the way to the far right lane. It just whizzed by me in the middle.
Yeah.
Like the moment I was like, it surprised me.
Yeah.
I remember last year. I don't think it has anything to do with what's going on with me now. I remember there was an accident when I was driving the fast bus, and I was watching way in front of me. Like, wow! And I couldn't take my eyes off this accident. And then I look up and the light's red, and I'm running like going full speed. I mean, I went through that thing going 40 miles. It was like Connor and Gratiot going south. I'm lucky that no one was there walking across the street, or there was no cars in the intersection, because I would have smashed them going full speed in a bus. Would have killed everybody in the car,
Yeah.
I would be in jail for that.
So don't you have to go to the doctor?
Yeah, I think you might be right. But that was me not paying attention, though. That had nothing to do with cognitive. I was just staring at this accident, But that truck, though, that almost hit me, that was what I'm talking about. I was like, I couldn't sense the speed on it or something.
Yeah.
And one time I pulled out, I didn't even see the guy. I pulled out of Lakeside making a right, and all of a sudden I hear this guy honking at me. I thought I looked.
Yeah.
And he came right up on me honking the horn, and I'm like, oh my God.
You need to write down,
I didn't even see this guy.
like, anything you charged up on the car just in case I have to take over and start.
There's nothing on there.
But you won't know that you're doing it.
I know, I haven't bought anything. There's nothing even pending right now. There's no pending orders or
I'm
anything.
just saying,
I understand. That's with this Game Pass. You don't need to buy games either. Everything is included with that. Oh, now I'm playing a little better, Derek. And I have no interest in buying the new Cold War. That game is trash. I can't think of any new games coming out that I would buy. I pulled it up a little bit. 7 kills and
Clean yourselves up.
I don't know how many kills or how many deaths I had. It's probably more than 7.
What's Bob your number 4?
Number 4. Well, I want to see how many times I've been killed, though. It just says assist, and let's see, 7 and 10. So I probably started out 0 and 6. So I finished pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
7 kills and 10 deaths. What do you think, Derek? What's that? Dad doesn't have YouTube. Yeah, I started out 0 and 5. 0 and 5 or 0 and 6 I started out. That's too bad that Dad doesn't have YouTube on there. You can watch me play.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, turn on YouTube and
When you start to get hungry, let me know. I'll make you like some burritos.
I don't think I'm hungry at all. That brownie filled me up. I had the chips and all that brownie that was in there. I don't think I'll be eating anything else tonight. Yeah, I feel.
Sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely gotta change these things.
You gotta start walking every day.
Yeah, something's gotta change, man. I'm gonna be dead before I'm 60. Maybe it's his hair. Remember that Bible story of was it the guy that killed Samson or whatever that was? He cut his hair and he lost all of his strength.
No, I don't remember that.
Really?
You're good at those Bible stories.
Well, I went to Sunday school for I don't know how many years.
You paid attention.
Well, what was I gonna do?
See,
They couldn't listen to headphones back then.
Catholics didn't ever give us any Bible readings.
No, you just did the same thing over and over again.
I know.
You never studied the Bible. That's all Sunday school did. They studied the Bible.
I love that.
That's what it was.
Garbage.
What did your dad have for dinner? Did he say?
No, I didn't ask him.
Oh.
Yeah, just give him and start a conversation with him just to get his mind off whatever. Appreciate that. You can even send him an audio message. He probably would like to hear your voice. And I can say hello in the background. Oh wow, how does that guy get up there so fast? Derek, you should put your Modern Warfare game in here. We can play together. I know you got Modern Warfare still, don't you? And it does play better than Black Ops. I don't care what anybody says. This is a better made game, by far.
Derek, how was your day?
I remember when this game first came out and I played the beta. I thought the beta was really good with this game. Look at this, I'm getting killed again. I'm running around too much. That's what the problem is. I gotta, just be a little slower here. I gotta know my surroundings. You know what else? I'm sitting too far from the TV. Whenever I sit a little closer, I play better.
You know, it was a good day and everything. I'll be glad to get back to work, though.
You die.
Do you want a kitchen chair?
No, I'm alright. I don't feel it. Thank you, though. You could probably get one of those pads at Walmart will have them, won't they?
You guys
A mouse pad?
Yeah, just a cheap turd
You
one.
are too.
Just a cheap one. I might even try just a washcloth would work, wouldn't it? I don't know if that would have this. I don't think that would have the same density that the mouse pad has. I don't think it would work as good. But if it worked anything better, because I do think it's loud. And a few people complain about it, how loud it was. Some people say it's quiet, and some people say it's loud. I guess it all depends on how they manufacture the certain one you have. I don't know if they're all made in the same factory or what.
Have a piece of foam at work.
Yeah, or maybe you're right. A piece of foam, too. I'll have to look around and see if I have anything like that. Because that's irritating to me. Well, if you have headphones on, you wouldn't even hear it. But you even noticed it when you were sitting there yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable. And you really aren't supposed to hear it. I don't like it. Because if you're playing a quiet game like Little Nightmares or something,
Yeah.
that would make it really irritating. When it's supposed to be quiet.
You might just get so used to it, it doesn't matter.
I would not get used to that, because I know when a game is quiet, I don't want to hear anything else.
Oh.
This game, why wouldn't matter? Because you're always shooting your weapon and everything's loud.
keep going. We have a personal radar. We need radar. Deploy recon.
Hey, someone's climbing off the screen.
Oh,
I don't know, I can't tell. I can hear it, I can see the shadow. They're not climbing up it now, but they were. It's in that big window.
hey!
Is that Pee-Pee?
Not from there. No, that's Johnny.
UAV is ready for flyover. We need radar. Deploy recon. Changing bags.
Good copy. UAV
He's probably here.
Friendly VTOL on station for overwatch.
UAV is out of fuel.
Enemy personal radar overhead. Friendly sentry gun online. Friendly care package inbound.
Hi, baby. My little Jameson baby.
These other kitties, these male cats, are getting more mischievous now.
Oh, yeah. Because they know
Pee-Pee's been, they've been observing her.
It's one of those monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, it's been working for them. You know, Pee-Pee can get away with it, why can't I? And like, yeah, Pee-Pee's a little teeny thing, that's why.
Every week, like, fun.
Allied cruise
Try the campaign, it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say?
He said, try the campaign, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Not right now. Today I feel like playing multiplayer. Oh wow. I might ride. I like playing all these Black Ops 2 maps.
Oh, yeah, why?
Because I love that, Black Ops 2. They brought some of those old maps to this game.
Okay.
That was my favorite Call of Duty game, was Black Ops 2. Unfortunately, it's not available on the PS5. That game. It was only playable on PS3. It was a PS3 game. That's how old this game was, and it was awesome.
Oh, okay.
The maps were good, guns were good, the gameplay was good. Everything about it was good. You can play it on the Xbox, though. It is available. But the game has gone up in price because you can play it on the new Xbox, the old 360 game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a $49 game now, a $50 game. I refuse to pay that much for an Xbox 360 game.
Yeah.
And I have it on PlayStation 3 already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can set up my PS3 and play Black Ops 2 if I want. But these systems aren't backwards compatible. The Xbox is, but not the PS5, which is bullshit. See, there's a lot of things about PlayStation I don't like, and that's one of them. They don't like backwards compatible. I don't know, it's just stupid. Oh, wow. What do you think, Derek? I'm trying to convince Derek to get an Xbox. I think you would like it. You know he's got the dough.
Earn your victory.
Bear shoe.
Bear shoe. You coming up here?
I'll try to. My luck is insane securing the bag.
It'll be out. It'll be available sooner or later. I mean, you got your PS5 at least. You can keep busy on the PS5, but tell you what, there's a lot of good stuff on an Xbox. There's lots of reasons to like that system. And look at the future. They got Bethesda now. I hear they're trying to buy Sega. Microsoft's trying to buy Sega.
Sega.
Yeah, and Sega's got a ton of games. And they make those all exclusive. 9 and 7. Okay, I've finished above 1.0. That's good.
Somebody on that.
No, he was pulling on the cat thing.
Oh. Yeah, you're doing better as you are
Progressing?
Yeah.
I guess it took a couple games to get better. That first game was scary when I first started. I'm like, holy shit.
I think anybody would have, takes a minute.
Yeah.
Let's.
Not this map again.
Bitches. Fuck, dude. Oh, every.
No raging today.
Did you say no hazing?
No raging zone.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Last time I played this map, I got my ass kicked. Let's see if I can do better. There's so many blind spots in this map. I just run out there with my dick hanging out. Look at me, everybody! Shoot me!
No raging today, haha.
Yeah. I'm trying not to rage anymore. Because it's really... when I heard you doing it, I felt so sorry for you. Because they're so... Not just you, because I do it too. You just sounded so stupid. And I'm like, that's how I sound when I rage. Because Jennifer says I sound like a tard when I rage. Don't I, babe?
Well,
And it just makes you angry. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want to feel that anymore.
it's not good for your body to rage like that.
No, it's not.
It's very...
Because when I look at the game different and not rage, I actually have a better time playing.
Because like Derek said, it's supposed to be...
He's right. When I'm raging and take it too seriously, I'm not having fun at all.
No, when you're hurt...
I'm playing the game to make my blood pressure go up. So why bother playing then if you're going to rage?
Exactly.
There's no point to it.
Play games that are fun. Challenging is cool.
Yeah.
Friendly UAV online. We're fighting blind. Send recon.
Copy. Falcon 301 route for personal radar coverage.
Oh wow, I didn't even see him till the last minute. See, the old Rob would have raged at that. The new Rob was like, I didn't see him. You know, didn't see him.
Reloading.
Didn't see him.
Grilled cheese sandwich, hot Swiss, and whole wheat.
You guys' TV's so loud. You hear in the background.
Lemon meringue pie for dessert. Oh, I got some chips to go with that sandwich, and a cup of coffee. That was about it.
Enemy at the workshop.
Oh, that sounds good. Especially the lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, it does sound good.
And with the coffee, that's just what you need with that. A nice black coffee with the pie.
I like me some black coffee. Yeah, if you start talking to him and make him feel better, we'll both talk to him tonight.
He's bored.
Yeah, I think if we're both in on it on the conversation, it'll make him feel good. And make me feel good too. Because you're only born with one mom and one dad. That's it. Derek has two moms and two dads though, me and you and his mom and dad.
Plus his grandma.
We'll always be there for Derek, like he's our son.
I know.
Same with Alyssa.
Both baby. Both baby.
Well, I almost shot my own guy, Derek.
Yes, you. Come here, come here.
That's the second or third pie I've had since I've been here. I think I'm going to order that every meal. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't particularly like my sandwiches with Swiss cheese. I'd rather have American. I don't like the way Swiss melts in the sandwich.
Well, I'm just the opposite.
It's like a really hard cheese, I think. I wonder if you can ask, like when you order it, if you can say, Do you have American cheese or cheddar, or you could pick some type of other cheese besides the Swiss? Bet you they might have, well, they might have some other choices, hopefully.
Reloading.
Watch this. Did I do it?
No.
This one got shot.
Did you shoot him?
No.
That's
I just noticed his dead little carcass there.
You have to.
Oh.
You watching any of the games?
They're not on yet, sweetie.
Oh.
Not till 6. Well, 6:30 is almost Tiger game. So try Tigers. I wish I had my.
I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan lost tonight, actually.
Oh, really?
Why do you say that?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Is it because of, well, probably because they're who they're playing against?
I don't know. Aren't they ranked pretty high in the tournament, Derek?
Maybe they're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're winning.
There's a reason behind Derek's statement. I want to get to the bottom of it. I don't even know who they're playing, nor do I care, but you still like to see the team win, right?
Look at Bear. Bear's winning. Don't like me. Don't get
A lot of upsets, and our top player is out with an ankle injury.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
So when they lose, you're going to blame it on injury. Oh, Derek.
Well, injury.
That was a joke.
Oh.
Come on. You guys fall right into the web here.
I didn't know that was a joke.
The web.
Now that I know it's a joke.
The web. The
I
web.
didn't know.
I know you didn't know. But you know I like to spin the webs, right?
Spidey.
Mm-hmm. I do. I like to spin those webs.
You are drinking out of your Spidey mug, so.
I know. I got to spin the web. I got to, Derek. Spin the web.
He's our leading scorer on our team too, of course. He averages the most points.
Yeah, it just, what a bummer on that.
Oh well, everyone's got injuries. What about the other team we're playing? Who do they got out? I'm sure they got a couple players out. Injury.
Right now, Rob's playing one of the video games. What is it, Black Ops? Sure.
Modern Warfare.
Oh, Modern Warfare, and Derek.
Derek's not streaming. I'm streaming.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Derek is watching me stream.
Derek's watching him stream. Sorry.
Tell me go on YouTube. You can watch me stream.
If you have access to YouTube, it'll say what Rob is live or something like that.
Yeah, you hear Derek and I talking because I'm live. I got my microphone. Then we gotta watch what we say. No cussing, Derek. I don't think he has YouTube on his hospital TV though. He'll have to watch that on his phone.
Burn his
Battery?
yeah.
Well, he's got the charger with him.
Yeah.
I would hope that he's using the hospital's internet. Because he only gets 3 megabytes a month. You know?
He's gonna go over this time.
Well, especially if he doesn't have internet in his house or apartment.
The hospital.
He's going to have to boost it up for the month.
Oh, wait a minute. The hospital would have free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I hope he's using
If
it.
he switched to it.
Let's hope Daddy's
Want
smart.
to ask him?
Yeah, you should ask him that.
Just a question. Are you on Henry Ford's Wi-Fi system? Because then your phone, your internet won't be charged.
Well, he's not going to be charged. He just won't burn up the free data that he gets every month. He only gets 3 gigs. You know how fast 3 gig you can go through.
Gather reload. We're crushing them.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if they'll help them because they don't want to touch cell phones.
Well, he knows how to do that. You just go to connections, bring the thing down, you go to Wi-Fi, and then you'll see the free Wi-Fi. Hey, easy, young shoe.
Watch your coffee.
I think it's empty. I'm here to protect you, Pee-Pee. I know. You think Yummy's out to get her.
It gets really wild.
I know, he gets too aggressive with her. And he doesn't stop chasing her. He just keeps chasing her. He just doesn't stop. Look at him.
He's like Felix in Felix's rip days.
It's okay, baby. You sit right here and I'll protect you.
He loves you, but he gets too raw. He just,
I mean, she weighs like a third of what he weighs, you know?
Yeah.
So she doesn't have any kind of advantage. But, you know, she gets a little feisty herself, though. You know, gets slapping him around.
I forgot to tell you, they all love that statue right there of those pussycats because I've seen them headbutt it. It's like
we gotta fix that ear, or at least paint it so it's dark.
No, I love it.
I know, the ear, maybe we can dab with a black marker so we don't see the whiteness on it.
We might even find, I don't know, like a piece of plaster that shape, a triangular plaster piece we could actually put on and paint.
Maybe we can Google it, how to fix a statue with a broken ear.
It's a precious statue.
Yeah.
They love it because they headbutt. We meant to tell you too. Oh, wait. I have a hard time with this voice thing working.
You just gotta push it once, and then it starts recording, and then push it again to send it.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, if you do it correctly.
I meant to tell you too that any of these little cat figurines that we have now, I've caught the kitties going up to them and headbutting them. It's really cute. It's like they know that they're little cats. Especially there's the one with the two kitties. One of them's pouring milk, and the other one's drinking the milk. And I've seen Pepe actually go up to it and headbutt it. I wonder if she thinks they're real or something.
She's
really
not.
Cute.
She's not retardation.
No, she's not retardation.
Oh, I wanted to put claymores on here. I forgot. I keep forgetting to put claymores.
And then Pepe liked it. She really liked it.
There's only two on our team.
Maybe they're eating.
No, there's only two players on our team. They probably all bailed as it was loading.
Hungry.
They're probably in a clan or something. Like they're all tied together in the same room, so when someone backs out, they take all the players with them. If you're all in the same room.
Right.
Shut up, Ab. No one cares.
No one said that.
I did. I say it, girl.
Next card is the flea and tick protection that's number
1. Derek, is Derek still there? Because it's pretty quiet. I'm going to be like, Derek, are you there? Are you there? Hello?
Maybe he has something to eat, something to drink, party.
Derek, are you taking a potty break?
Maybe a quick cat nap.
I'm always here, my sir.
Aww.
Changing back. Setting charge. Changing back.
Well, they're the one.
Pop them up.
They're the one. They want to pin it all on. They want to flat. Let's die. They're saying her and flat.
Under an hour till game night.
Copy. Falcon 301 route for personal radar.
Definitely something to look forward to.
I can hear them running around. I can't place where they're at because I'm not wearing my headphones.
I'm nervous.
This game, you gotta wear headphones if you want to know where they're at.
UAV beginning flyover. Signal 1. UAV down.
Personal radar destroyed. Precision airstrike.
Precision airstrike. It's not gonna really mean much in this thing. Wow. Oh, I got one.
Good job.
My airstrike. It was inside the building. They dropped the bombs inside the building.
Good job.
Thanks, sweetie. Appreciate your support. That means the world to
I'm
me.
nervous, but just remember they are kids playing with heart.
And it's only a
Oh,
game.
yeah.
It's only a game. It means nothing.
I got
I
it.
wonder how out there they gotta be nervous too. Oh my
It's just a game. It don't mean nothing.
Setting charge.
But I want Juwan Howard to have a Final Four banner for his tournament.
God. Hopefully he will.
Swapping mags.
Ah, damn, are you?
There we go.
UAV out.
UAV online. Enemy at the center.
In the corner. Left hand side, in the corner all the way down.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Enemy's halfway there.
Oh my god, I'm spraying and I'm missing
Guys
them.
to pray and say, please God let Michigan win tonight and advance, amen.
I better pray for my dad than pray for Michigan.
Win tonight in advance.
Say a prayer for my dad. How about that? Maybe God can work in better ways in a stupid game.
Flip. We flip. We flip.
Well, we wish good stuff to his dad too.
Thank you.
Enemy care package inbound.
And pray that Alyssa gets her vacation, her Florida break that she's been dying for. Maybe God can help her there.
Allied cruise missile away.
I prayed for him too, my kind sir.
Come on, man. Get out the window, man. God, please.
Sweetheart,
You winning and you up in a window?
Airstrike inbound.
Down by 6.
They got a sentry gun in the middle. Got him. So,
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Did you see that, Derek? I got killed by a missile and I'm inside the fucking building. That's crazy. I just get killed by these airstrikes all the time, man. It's like, that ain't even fucking funny.
that perk that blinds you from kill streaks.
UAV up.
Friendly UAV online.
What perk is that, Derek? You gotta show me after this game. I don't know what perk that is.
Together, we're not finished
I'd
yet.
appreciate it if you showed me. Oh wow, what the hell?
You're lucky
They
I
got
come
one of
in here
those
late.
remote weapons that I just got walked right into.
That's alright. Y'all lucky I come in here late.
Thank
Come
you.
here
I
late.
believe it's cold-blooded or something.
Oh, I got this. I lost this one for us. Right, sir?
Oh, is there two babies that are going to lay there?
There's only one right now.
And then look at they're trying to horn in on.
There's no one else here.
Oh, I thought that. Oh, that is a blanket. Maybe?
It's my sweatshirt.
Oh, okay. I thought he was trying to.
Hi, baby. How about you? Bless you, bless you.
Mama needs to throw that dryer sheet out. The dryer sheet. And I'll put your sunglasses away from you.
What's on a dryer sheet?
Come here, tú. Come here. Come here, tú.
There's you, there's you.
Try Warzone out.
No, I don't want to. You can't make me either.
This is called kitty corners. Kitty corner.
Oh Jennifer, oh Rob, I adore you guys, on yes I do very much I do.
Welcome to Kitty Corner, where everybody's a kitty.
Derek, Jennifer didn't hear that.
I was big in the cut.
He wrote this long message saying how much he adores us.
Oh, there's you.
But you missed
I
it.
adore you too.
Sometimes.
I love. No, all the time.
Most of the time.
All the time.
Most of the
No
time.
matter what.
Well, I guess so. This is one of those huge maps, man. It takes forever to find anybody. This is double the size of the last map, and there's only 5 guys playing.
Report a player.
Well, I accidentally brought up the screen to report someone, but I
That's
didn't.
funny.
I didn't mean to.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. Accidents happen.
Changing mags. Contact.
Oh, kitty.
Setting in line.
67 degrees.
It's falling.
A little bit.
Temperatures have fallen.
We'll get our COVID face tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope I'm negative because I don't want to miss my
I
run.
don't want to miss any more after work.
Oh Jennifer, we adore you, oh yes we do very much, oh yes, and Rob too.
Aww.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I think they don't want to share their territory. They want to tell these cats, this is our land. And eventually they'll probably come around and sleep with them and everything else. But I think they're very territorial. They don't like new cats to be shared with. So eventually they'll notice that it's not a real cat. They'll probably be sleeping with them. shift nurse. She said that she was told that as soon as you get your Remdesivir in 1 hour on Wednesday, then you can go home. So I got a full day tomorrow, and then I'm going to ask the nurse to bring my thing in there. I'm going to try to see somebody bring me some clothes because all I got is old pajamas or that I came in here with, plus that gown. So right after Wednesday morning, I get my Remdesivir.
He doesn't realize you gotta wait 10 days.
All been perfect, so they're ready to be over after having my fifth one.
What do I say?
Great.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Just don't say anything. Let the doctors tell him. When they're discharging him, they should give him that
Can I at
information.
least tell him that he can ask for a pair of scrubs?
What do you mean? Oh, to go home in?
Scrub outfit? Yeah.
Tomorrow or Wednesday, you have to get your test.
Tomorrow.
If you're okay to go back to work, will Rob be off Wednesday, or does he get to go back Wednesday right after the test?
See, I can't be with him. He's got...
Oh my God. Our tests are tomorrow at 10. Yeah, and hold on for 1 second.
He can't be around anybody for 10 days. I'll send him that message as soon as... I'll send it to him.
Do it now because he's waiting for it. Oh my God.
When's your guy's COVID test again?
Tomorrow at 10.
Hold on. Dad, if you get discharged Wednesday, the doctor's going to tell you, because you tested positive on last Friday, you have to be 10 days without being around anybody since your COVID test. Since you tested positive. 10 days. I'll send you a link to the CDC. I mean, he doesn't get it, man. He don't want to get it. He's asking me to come. I can't go over there. I have to go back out. Back out. That's the whole point while I'm out. He just doesn't want to listen.
I feel like, oh my God.
Hey, David. What are we supposed to do if Dad gets out on Wednesday? Because he can't. He's not supposed to be around anybody for 10 days.
How?
And he wants me to come over on Wednesday? That's only...
We'll get in trouble.
I'll get in trouble from work.
Both of us. Oh my God. I mean, he's going to take it like people don't want to help him, but that's not true.
He'll take it the wrong way for sure.
Oh my God.
Oh my, don't get sick.
I mean, he tested positive. How many, was it Friday he tested positive?
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, it'll be, how many days? It'll be 6 days. It'll be 6 days on Wednesday.
I don't know, they brought back other people like that. They assimilated right into the general population. So once you're cleared by the doctor here, that's the main thing as a doctor, not some organization, then you're good to go. That's how it's been in our apartment. People have come back and gone right back into the similar.
Yeah, but you gotta wait 10 days. I don't know if you read what I sent you or not, but you have to wait 10 days by the time that you test positive until you can be around people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And if you are out of the hospital on Wednesday, that would only be, was it 6 days? 5 days? 5 days.
And tell him Joe Kim knows how we got it.
Yeah.
If we go back there.
I don't know. That's the whole main reason why I'm off work right now, because I was in contact with you within a certain period. That's why I had to contact my work, because if I didn't, And if they were to find out, I would be fired.
Both of us.
And we would be liable. There's liability issues. I don't even know how he's going to get home. How the fuck is he going to get home from there? Who's going to pick him up and risk getting COVID? Because he's still going to test positive.
David has kidney issues.
I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I don't know. I think this hospital should...
Does Henry Ford have a transportation?
I don't know. Well, who's going to drive it? You're putting the driver on liability then.
Yeah.
Are they going to wear a bodysuit when they drive him home? And then are they going to let him walk through the apartment complex inside the Pine Ridge in his retirement home?
This is a fucking nightmare.
I don't think he's thinking all this through. Because he's like, well, they quarantine you when you're inside. Yeah, but not when you're outside. You got to... People get test positive and they're in their apartment. They stay in their apartment.
Because the first question they're going to say to him is, "Hi, Don, glad you're back." And then they're going to ask him all those questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what are they going to do? Deny him to be able to come into his apartment?
I don't know. But they're going to ask him, "Have you had or been around anybody?" Well, I've had COVID. And then it's going to be like a circle jerk. Oh my God.
Setting him on. Less than a minute. We're losing our window.
Also, if you get released on Wednesday, you got to make sure that Pine Ridge is going to let you enter the building. Because it's only been 6 days, and they know that you got diagnosed with COVID on Friday, I think it was.
And they follow CDC.
Yeah, they're pretty strict there, Dad. So you got to make sure that if you're released, that you get a documentation that says that you tested negative, or they won't let you in there. I don't know if they will or not. There's so many questions. I mean, I'd love to see him get out, but I want him to be able to go somewhere and have someone pick him up. I would love to help him out on Wednesday, but...
then, let's say somebody does drop him off in Pine Ridge, decides
yeah,
can't come in.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to contact Pine Ridge. I asked for that one lady, and she never even returned my fucking phone call.
Call back. They're not going to talk to me. You're on the list.
Objective failed. Report for debrief.
He's better off staying at the damn hospital.
Derek, tell your dad to listen to the message I sent him.
Please.
Hello?
You did not say please to him. Please tell him.
I think it takes a few seconds for him to respond.
And how he was feeling, he's feeling rejected.
I don't try to make. That's not what I'm trying to do.
I know, but he might be.
I don't want him to get stranded somehow, and I don't want him to get any kind of trouble if he gets someone infected. If he tests negative, well, that's great, but a lot of places they don't care. They want it to be 10 days from the time that you test negative. They want you to be. They want you. You know what I mean? From your first positive test that you have to wait 10 days.
Unless he goes back into his apartment unless he goes back to Pine Ridge through the side door.
This for me.
You can't. Because they're going to know you got in then.
Oh.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah, you're right.
They're going to ask, how the fuck did you get in?
Yeah. And they have cameras.
You know, when I go there tomorrow, I'll ask someone like that. It's in the know. Yeah. I'll ask to speak to someone because I'll be there tomorrow after we get our test. I'll drop you off and I'll drive over there.
Alright.
And I'll ask to speak to someone. I'll tell my dad. Dad, when I go to feed your cats tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to someone there to make sure that you're able to get in there in the building. Because that lady Andrea, she never called me back. And I know when David went there, he saw Andrea and said hi, but she didn't even bother to call me. So I don't know if she didn't get the message or what happened, but I'm gonna speak to her or someone that's a manager there and find out if you were to get out on Wednesday or Thursday, you can get in your apartment.
Unless we've gone up, what would happen if...
You gotta tell Joe Kim?
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna do this?
We're not even past the 10-day mark.
No. Because we're technically supposed to wait 10 days too.
14 days, I thought.
No, well, I don't know. I think I eased it up a bit to 10. I think if you come into contact with someone, I don't know what the CD or what Joe, it's really up to Smart, not up to Joe Kim or...
But it's, but like, after you get the vaccination, for the vaccination to even go through 100%.
Well, that takes 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the vaccination. Because I came in contact within that 2-week period.
Right.
I had it a week before. And what happens if I do test positive, man? Everything that we're talking about is nil. I'm not going to be out for a while. And you will be too. Think about it, you know? So I would not, just...
I'm driving.
As for the clothing, they'll give him, if he says to them that he doesn't have any clothes, they'll give him scrubs. So remember they gave me those disposable scrubs?
Yeah, but what happened to the clothes that he went in there with?
He said it, they were soiled pajamas.
Oh, wow.
That's all he had. He came in there with.
Wow.
That's an easy fix right there, but...
They're doing his blood work paperwork on his phone. Just give him a moment.
Okay.
Enemy at the destroyed building.
He hasn't said anything to me since then.
His feelings are probably hurt. But he doesn't.
That's the whole point. If I was worried about that, I would never have called Joe Kinn or done that to begin with. You know what I mean? That's the whole reason we're off, because I've been in contact with him. And I'm going to be getting in contact with him again on Wednesday. I'm going to have to go back off work again. I was just like...
And if we do that knowingly, because Smart will come back at us.
Yeah, it's just like... I can't...
understand that.
That's why we're off. I'm off.
Me too.
And then just as soon as I haven't even gotten my negative COVID test yet. He wants me to go help? And he's still symptomatic?
Neither of us have. I'm gonna get a fuck COVID bumper sticker. Fuck COVID and cancer bumper sticker.
Enemy Wilson deployed. Enemy UAV overhead. Allied cluster strike incoming.
Yeah, he wanted to know if I can help him on Wednesday. Come over. And I'm like, that's the reason why I'm not even working. Because I come in contact with you, and I have to tell Smart. I can't lie to Smart about this, or I can get in trouble if they were to find out. It's not worth it. You know? And if I come in contact with him again, the Smart question is, have you come in contact with anybody that has tested for COVID, positive for COVID within the last 14 days? Shit, man, that's only day 6 or 5. That's the whole point while I'm out right now. And he wants me to help him. I would love to help him. I'm not trying to get out of something. I don't know what to do here. What are you eating?
Pickles, want some?
No, thank you. You know I don't like pickles.
Pickles are low calorie snack.
Yeah, I'd rather eat fucking a bowl of semen than have pickles.
Ew.
Well, yes, and I tell
That
you.
looks extreme. And
It would probably taste better, I'm just saying.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked into this. I got 2 fucking kills in this whole game. This is not my map
You're
today.
upset right now. It doesn't help.
I guess it doesn't.
1 minute remaining. Victory is near. Hold them back.
Yeah. I'm in last place, Derek, by a mile. I don't even want to try. I don't even want to. I give up, man. I give up. Wow, 2 and 8. Look at that kill KD ratio, 0.25. That is pathetic.
You're upset.
That's the lowest in the whole game. 0.25. That means for 3 deaths, I had 1 kill. For 4 deaths, I've had 1 kill. That's so fucking awful. I gotta get out of this lobby and go to kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Kill confirmed, kill confirmed.
I'm gonna show you something. Dad, is there any way that you could postpone the move into the 31st? That way, you'll be well past the 10-day period, and then I'll be able to help you. The movers who are coming in contact with you will be safe and not be any kind of question of liability. You know what I mean? Because all this stuff is all about liability and coming in contact with people and the well-being of other people's safety. You know what I mean? The 31st is a week from Wednesday. I don't know if you can call them and they have an opening or something. Oh, I forgot.
My teammate
I
just
forgot
killed
to
me,
send
bro.
it to you.
Oh, fuck!
Alright, I sent that message. Alright. The hell did I hit? I got killed by something. I don't know what it was.
He's right.
Hell yeah, he's right. He's spot on. If he moves a week from Wednesday, he'd be well past the 10-day period, and I can help him. And he moves Saturday, he's still within 10 days. So what are you going to tell the movers? Are you going to be upfront with the movers? Tell them that you tested positive 7 days ago, but it's okay? Maybe it's their decision if it's okay or not, you know? I don't think I would like it at all. If I found out someone tested positive for COVID 7 days or 8 days before, but they say they're okay, I would be very pissed off. So it's not your decision telling me when I'm in front of you. He ain't gonna answer me now. You don't like what he's hearing. And I'm sorry.
This is insane of events, oh my.
I know your grandpa wants to move, but you're supposed to wait 10 days since your positive COVID test. And it's only been, as of today, it's only been how many days since you tested positive Friday? So it's only been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's only been 4 days. And he wants to get out of there on Monday or Wednesday. That's 6 days.
Can they hold off and select a different date for him to move?
Well, that's what we're trying to get him to do.
Understand.
That's what we're trying to get him to do, and he doesn't. I don't understand. He's still worried that Pine Ridge is going to charge him $3,000. They told him they would be flexible with him, because especially now that he's tested positive, I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. Someone at Pine Ridge, and ask them. He is so dead set on moving before the 1st that he's putting people's lives in danger. And Pine Ridge has told him before he was in the hospital, before any of this started, that they would be flexible with him if he had to take a few more days. So why doesn't he listen to their message? You know?
Please talk to them tomorrow and negotiate a deal.
Well, I'm going to talk to Pine Ridge, and I'm going to tell him my dad's going to put people in danger because he's so scared you're going to charge him $3,000. Can you give him a call and tell him that it'll be all right if it takes him an extra week? You know what I mean? So we don't have the movers in danger. We don't have my brother in danger, his family in danger, everybody. That would solve so many problems if he did that. You know that? Every issue, every problem that we're talking about would be settled.
A brutal victory. I expect no less.
That article says from the time you got tested positive, you have 10 days from that. And it says in the second paragraph, most people don't need to. They know when they can start going around with people unless it's got to be in their...
He's misinterpreting that article.
Provider.
He's fighting it.
10 days starts when you first got noticed that you were... So that means it'll be till the 29th, if we go by that. People have been going right in, and they told me here they don't give any tests when you leave here. So
wait till you hear the beginning of this
10 days
message.
starts when I first got notice here, and that would be the 19th. So the 19th to the 29th or 28th is my 10 days will be up if you go by that.
He doesn't want to go by that. He's saying,
You have to.
listen.
That article says from the time you got tested positive, you have 10 days from that. And it says in the second paragraph, most people don't need to. They know when they can start going.
They don't know. They're still contagious, man. He's not listening to me.
Care provider.
He's not fucking listening.
10 days starts when you first got noticed that you were. So that means it'll be till the...
Yeah, I'm going to send you a voice message of what Dad just sent me. He says that most people know when they're okay. It's not your decision. You know what I mean? I don't understand why he's being like this. He's not listening to reason.
Okay. Fucking sniper in the building in the top.
That article says from the time you got tested positive, you have 10 days from that. And it says in the second paragraph, most people don't need to. They know when they can start going around with people unless it's got to be in their health care provider. But it says it's 10 days starts when you first got noticed that you were. So that means it'll be till the 29th if we go by that.
Dad, the second paragraph says, if you have not been tested,
I wish you could just make a decision, and I wish you would be COVID-free. That would be
Dad, those are for people that have not tested positive for COVID-19. People that can go around with people that within 10 days. It says most people do not require testing to decide when they can be around others. However, that's what you're interpreting. You have already tested positive for COVID-19, you know? So that's why it says if you continue to have no symptoms, you can be around others after 10 days. That's after a positive test. What you're interpreting is if you haven't been tested, it says most people do not require testing to decide when they can be around others. However, that's what you're interpreting as being around someone within 10 days. I mean, I don't know what more I can do here.
Yeah, I mean,
He's not listening to what I'm saying.
no.
That's why if you could postpone the move to the 31st, that solves every problem that we're looking at here. Because you got to tell these movers that you tested positive within 10 days and then let them decide if they want to be in contact with you. Because you're putting their lives at jeopardy. Because I know you feel fine, you know, you feel great, but you could still be asymptomatic, meaning you could still spread the disease. That's why you're supposed to quarantine for 10 days after you test positive. That's how long you're asymptomatic, and then you don't spread it.
If you see the second paragraph, it says that starts when you were diagnosed. I was diagnosed on the 19th. You add 10 days to that. Then it goes to the 28th. It's not 19 to 29. 19, and you count it up, and your 10 days will be up on the 28th.
He has to tell those.
I give up. Everything I'm telling him, he's not listening to me.
Oh my God.
So what is he going to tell these movers?
You know what's going to happen?
Because he's saying
Pine Ridge is going to quarantine his apartment. Those movers are going to try to come and move him, but it's going to have that do not cross, do not pass go. Don Burns had COVID, and they're not going to let him. He's going to be quarantined by Pine Ridge.
he's right about the date, though, because from Friday the 19th to that Saturday is 9 days. But it's not 10 days.
It's not 10. Well,
I don't know. It's up to him, but, you know.
it's up to him.
I'll probably have to Wednesday get Ursula to take me home because I won't be able to get in anybody's car then.
Who's Ursula?
So I'll have to have Ursula pick me up here and take me home. But I plan on working in the apartment the rest of the week. And Saturday morning, you guys can stay home. You did your work all week. And I'll work with the movers and work with my mask on and stay away from them. That's what I got to do.
Who's Ursula?
I'm going to ask him. Who is Ursula, Dad? Are you going to tell her that you're COVID positive?
You have to.
But he's right about the date. On that Saturday, it'll be day 9. But I don't know. It depends on how stringent his apartment complex. Will they even let movers in there to move them?
If there is balls, strict, they said absolutely not for letting me help you. Then no.
Another thing, Dad, is your apartment, the people that run the place, are they going to allow the movers to move your furniture with you there? Because I know that if you were to get back on Wednesday, they would probably put one of those signs on your door. Remember how that happened before to you? So I'm wondering if they're by the book, because you're right about the date. On that Saturday, it'll be day 9. That's not in dispute. But what I'm saying, though, is if they go by the book and say it has to be to Sunday, which is day 10, you know what I mean? That's why we need to find out from your apartment complex if that's okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's talking about on that day on Saturday, that'll be 9 days from him getting his diagnosis. And I just sent him a message saying that his apartment complex, I don't even know if they're even going to let him in the door, first of all, because he has to walk through that whole place to get to his apartment. And he's going to expose everybody. So I don't even know if they're going to let him in. But if they do, once he's inside, they're going to put a sign on his door saying quarantine till this day. And if they go by the book, it's going to be through Sunday, which is that'll be the day 10. And I don't know how he's going to have movers coming in and out of there. You know, I just told him that. I think Dad needs to contact someone at Pine Ridge and find out. But I'm going there tomorrow to feed the kitties after I have my COVID test, and I'll ask someone too. I'll get this, talk to someone in the know, because that one woman, Andrea, she never called me back, you know. So I'm going to talk to someone that knows what they're talking about and find out some of these answers. And the 10 days will be on the 29th. Or the 10th day is on the Sunday, because you got to count Friday as day 1. If you do that, that Saturday is day 9.
Pine Ridge will not make an exception because
I doubt
if they're audited, they're not.
They're worried about liability.
And
someone gets sick because of him, but they don't give a shit.
He's being stubborn right now.
He needs to push that date to the 31st.
He's fucking himself.
There's no reason why you can't push that to the 31st.
In case Pine Ridge gets audited, they're fucked if they would allow those movers in there on that night.
Yeah, I'm going to ask my dad if there's any way he can call them.
Please change it.
Hello? Hello, I can't hear you. What's up? I can't even hear you, dude. It's so quiet.
Can you hear us?
Oh, now I can. Unmuted.
Okay, crap.
Yeah.
What day did you get down with COVID?
He came down with it last Friday. So I already did the math. On that Saturday that he wants to move will be day 9. On Sunday will be day 10. I don't even think his apartment will let the movers in there, you know, to begin with, because as soon as he gets home, that's if they even let him in the building, because he has to walk through the building to get to his apartment. But if he does that, they're going to slap a sticker or a sign on his door, which they did before, saying, "Do not enter until this day." And I imagine that day would be on that Sunday. So I don't know how he can have movers coming in and out of there on that Saturday. I'm going to ask him, why can't you just push it back to the 31st? That solves every problem. Everything is fine then. And I know that his apartment complex had said if he goes over, because he's worried about paying out another $3,000 to Pine Ridge. And I understand that fear, because the next day is the 1st. But his apartment complex has told him they'll work with him on the date if he goes over a few days. I'm going to go there tomorrow and talk to someone that knows what they're talking about. Somebody that's a manager or somebody and explain to them the situation.
Rob, I understand that. They have to work with him being COVID, otherwise they would get in trouble. You could get a lawyer.
I understand that, but they could be by the book and say, well, you're going to charge you $3,000 if you're not out here by the 1st. But they already told them they'll work with them. So I don't know why you're so worried about it, you know?
Right. He's going to put your life in Derek's or in your brother's.
That's why I told him make it the 31st. It's a Wednesday. I have Wednesdays off. Now, that's if I don't test positive, you know. But if I test negative, I have my test tomorrow, I'll be able to help him on the 31st.
He has to be negative.
Well, it just has to be 10 days after his positive test. That's when he can be in contact with people. That's what the CDC recommends or requires.
Because we're at our school, the kids got to come back.
Well, that's up to Pine Ridge. I mean, it's maybe the rule for the school. They're probably a little more stringent, but I don't know what the rule is for Pine Ridge. Maybe they require 14 days. You never know.
Strict.
I don't know what they require. All I'm looking at is the CDC website, and the same thing of my employer. My work does the same thing. They're talking about the 10 days and stuff, so I'm going by what they do. But Pine Ridge may be a little more strict because they're older people too.
Rob, at the schools, if a kid comes positive for COVID, anybody that's been around him within 6 feet are out for 10 days.
Yeah.
That's somebody who is in contact. But the person who has the COVID, they have to have a negative before they can come back to school.
I don't know if Pine Ridge requires that or not. That's another thing I got to ask him.
Your dad should do that for you and David.
I don't trust my dad. He doesn't remember anything. He could tell me, and I wouldn't believe it unless I heard it from Pine Ridge myself. That's why I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. Because my dad could tell me one thing, and Pine Ridge may tell me something completely different. Because he's misinterpreting everything I'm telling him.
I know.
So I'm going to find out tomorrow what the gist is at Pine Ridge. But like I said, if he moving to the 31st, there would be no issues. This would be not a mute point.
And the sooner he does that, the better it is. I don't understand why he can't do that.
I think maybe because they can't move on that day. We have to find out.
No, he hasn't asked.
Yes, he did.
For the 31st?
No, he hasn't asked for the 31st. You have to contact the movers and ask them if he can move the 31st. I don't know if he has done that or not.
Well, you should ask them for the number tomorrow, and you should contact them. Because, like you said, if they find out it's COVID, they may not even move him. Well,
that's a good point. You're putting the drivers in jeopardy and their families. I mean, this all has a butterfly effect. You know what I mean? You get this person sick, and then their whole family gets sick, and then everybody they come in contact. Yeah, it's a life and death thing, man. It's not a game here.
Okay, first thing you gotta do tomorrow, Rob, because you're off work, is you gotta get a hold of.
I have to go take a COVID test first of all. That's the first thing I got to do tomorrow, and then I'm going to go to Pine Ridge and talk to them.
Right, you gotta talk to them because they may not even let your dad anywhere out of there.
Well, that's another thing. If he can't get in there before the Sunday, what's the point? Where's he going to go? He's going to go to a motel?
They can't kick him out of Pine Ridge, Rob.
Yeah, but I don't know what the policy is there, though. That's the thing. They may be very strict. If you're on the outside and you test positive, I don't know if they'll let him in the building. If you lived on the first floor, you can just walk right into your apartment from the doorway in the back. You know what I mean? But when you're upstairs, you have to go through the whole building to get to your home. And so he has to walk through the front door, the hallways, the elevator.
Rob, I'm sure he's not the first person to go through this.
We don't know this yet, Kathy. That's the thing. We don't know what their policy is. I'm not going to have him come home and not be able to get into his house.
But I'm saying he's probably not the first person in that building who has been in the hospital with COVID. So
you're right. I'm not arguing that with you. I'm just saying I want to know their policy, that's all. And that one woman never called me back. That's why I wanted to ask her. Her name was Andrea. She never called me back. She even saw David that day. When David took care of the cats, I think a couple days ago, he saw her. And that was the day that she was supposed to call me back. Because David said she said hi to you. But she never called me. I'm like, what the hell? Why didn't she call me back?
Try calling her now. Oh, I didn't know she's not there. All right. Well, I got to do my rice is burning. All right.
Can you guys just please tell
No, I don't want to eat anymore. I'm good, thank you.
Before they put that on the door, it wasn't very long. I had a yellow thing on there. They put the food in and everything. We were good after about 10 days.
He's verifying my point.
But I will. It's up to the healthcare provider, if you notice on the bottom, or it says most people know whether they still have the symptoms from the day
it don't matter if you have the symptoms or not, man.
Which for me was Friday the 19th. Count 10 days, that's till the 28th. So anyway, it's up to them. It's not up to me. I'm going to go in there and do my thing. And I've already told the movers, and I've already told the lease people that I'm in here with COVID. Now, if their company they work for doesn't want to do that, that's too bad. But I'm going to be wearing my mask when I'm working with them.
Yeah, your paper mask.
Movers never said. Rob, Pine Ridge has their own rules. It says your healthcare provider or the person people you work for. I've already told her what I'm in here for. If she knows the rules, then she'll know what it is. And besides, I've got until Saturday to wind up everything here, take things over to this. I haven't done any work yet. And by the time the movers come, I can step outside, hold the door open for them or whatever. They're not going to say anything about the movers. The movers haven't said anything about themselves. She says, yeah, you had COVID, so you had to move it back. I said, yeah. So she had no problem with that. And the lease people, I'm just going to sign the lease and give it to them. I'm out of there. This hospital told me 10 days, and then you're good. Because after 5 days,
he's verifying everything I'm saying.
Had that. See, Rob, I don't run these companies. If they have their rules, they would have let me know by now. All I'm telling them is when I'm going to be moving, and if they want to change something, it's their business, not mine. I live here at Pine Ridge for a long time, and that's the system they've been using. So once I come back into civilization, they know I wasn't asymptomatic before. I got my shot. I checked. They checked me for 3 straight times. I was negative, so they're not going to put anything on me. But I won't get in any of their guys' faces. I will be doing all my work.
I got COVID and I wasn't in anyone's face.
My apartment, and I'll have the food set up to be careful. David's got to work Saturday, so I'll be probably there by myself. I'll just make sure the movers get all their stuff out, the big stuff, and make sure they get it okay over to the apartment. Then from the 28th until the 31st, I get the little stuff out of there, and we can get the heck over to the new apartment.
Well, Dad, I'm going over there tomorrow to Pine Ridge to do some more packing and to feed the cats. I want to talk to the manager and just make sure that they're going to let you in there on Thursday. I imagine they would, but I don't know if they have to do a special procedure on how to get you in, as far as if because it's within 10 days still, if you can get in your apartment without any type of problem. And also, if they're going to, the Pine Ridge people, are they going to allow people access to your apartment on day 9? Because day 9 is that Saturday. So that's what I'm wondering, because they may not want to risk the liability because it's still within a 10-day period on Saturday. So I'm going to talk to Andrea or whoever else that runs that place tomorrow. I'm going to ask to speak to our manager when I get there, because these are some of the questions that we need to get the answers to. I'm wondering what he did with the stand for that TV. You remember when they had it mounted? Do you know what they did with the brackets for that? It may be in that box. I remember seeing that box in his office below this other little teeny TV in that little area. I think that they put, because if we take the TV down, at least we can still have it working for him, and have it sitting up straight. You know what I mean? But I'm going to be there tomorrow after my my COVID test is at 10 o'clock. I'll probably get there around 11 or 11:30, and I think there's some little knickknacks in his bedroom that have to be packed away on his dresser and such, and I can put those in the red bins. But we can, if you want to get over there, like, I don't know what time Derek gets off work at 2:30, so 3 o'clock. I can wait over there for you, and then we can get that TV taken down. Because you definitely need 2 people to take that TV down. But I like to, like I said, I like to be able to find those brackets so we can still set the TV down so he can still watch it for a few days before he moves. That's if he's, they even release him. I mean, Dad's saying that he's going to be released from the hospital on this day. Well, I'd like to hear that from the doctor. They may not want to release him. Maybe his vitals won't look good or something. I don't think it's his decision, you know. But I'm going to go over there to Dad's. I don't know what time. Around 12 or I don't know. It depends on what time you're going to be there. If you get there, if you're going to wait for Derek to get home, maybe I'll meet you there and we can finish up some of the little stuff and take that TV down.
Rob, it's their company. They know where I've been, and they know how about the 10 days. If they want to change
I'm not talking about
them.
The movers.
I'm not symptomatic.
It's not up to the movers. It's up to your pine ribs.
If I still had symptoms, I can understand that. But I'm not symptomatic before, after, or during right now. So I don't see why you had to talk to the manager. I wouldn't do that, please. I'm going to be staying away from people until Saturday. And Saturday, they're up and we can go. I make sure that the movers get their stuff. And I don't want you talking to the manager. She knows what she works for. That's a corporation she works for. If she doesn't know the rules, then there's something wrong. Don't bring up no 10 days, because 10 days I'll be still working there Saturday. And the company people they come in contact. It says anybody that comes in contact with them, it's after the 10 days that I was symptomatic.
All right, Dad. I will keep my mouth shut. I just hope that you're not in a world of surprise come when you get out of that place, and then she tells you you can't have anybody in there because you got this sign on your wall saying you can't have anybody in this apartment within till Sunday. That's the only thing I was worried about. But if you want to not find out, that's fine. I won't say a word. But I'm going to go there tomorrow, do some more packing. And we were talking about bringing that TV down for you so you don't have to worry about that. And put it on stand so at least you can still watch it until through Saturday. And we can move that TV unless the movers know how to move it in a safe way. We can move that TV. Maybe it's better for them to move it. I'm sure they've got the equipment to do that. And we'll just get it off the wall and find those legs for the TV.
Please let them know that he doesn't want you to call the apartment or talk to anybody at the apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I did. I just told my brother that.
You did? Okay.
I think I did. Let me see if I sent him the message. Because you definitely need two people to take that TV down. But I like to, like I said, I like to be able to find. Yeah, I just got a message from Dad, and he asked me, he begged me pretty much not to talk to the manager there. So, you know, I think I'm done worrying about all this. You know, I'm kind of washing my hands with it because he's not listening to reason. He wants to fight everything I say to him, and he wants to argue certain facts that they're not on his side. So I'm not going to worry about this anymore. If he doesn't want to move on the 31st, then let him take the chance. Because I think what's going to happen is they're going to put a sign on his door saying you can't have any visitors until the Sunday. And when those movers show up to move him, they're going to be in for a big surprise. And then he's going to have to pay them more money because they came out and they won't be able to move him. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe they'll be okay, but I don't think I'm wrong.
I'm sorry, babe.
Derek, tell your dad to listen to the messages I sent. Unless he's there with you and he's listening to me talk.